Morning, everybody. We're doing a little close-up stream here for you. A little bit later than usual, I think. I had to run to the grocery store this morning and pick up a couple necessities. Decided to get it out of the way early. But I'm back, and everything was good. Actually, I'll tell a story while I'm waiting for people to be able to tune in. When I was at the grocery store checkout line, I have nightmares about this. I was halfway through checkout and I reached for my wallet and I realized it wasn't in my pocket. I don't know if that bothers anybody else the way it bothers me, but when I say I have nightmares about it, I mean, I really do. Like, that's just I don't know, for some reason, it's an irrational fear of mine to end up at the checkout line and not have my money. The worst. And it happened to me this morning. Fortunately, I knew that the wallet was in my car. And some of you, especially the folks that are on our Discord chat, know that I have been trying to train to be able to run 5K. 5K is like a new thing for me. I've never run straight 5K without stopping in my life until last week. I did. I managed to do an entire 5K running the whole time without stopping. When I realized this morning at the grocery store that I was at the checkout line, my wallet was in my car, I thought, this is it. This is my moment. This is what I have been training for. Even though my car was not nearly 5K away, I still felt like I was ready for a big success. So I told her I would be back in 1 second. I sprinted from the checkout lane to my car and back again, and the lady was like, wow, that was fast. I'm like, you bet it was. So I had a success this morning. Look at that. Exactly the thing I'd been training for. It all worked out. It was a good morning. It was. These guys are tired out. They ran probably a lot more than 5K last night. And they hung out with us in the spa in the master bedroom. It was a good time. They all got to stay up there all night, and they're really becoming so affectionate and social. They played, they slept with us, and even Tink again decided that it would take up a spot next to my pillow and hang out with me. And this morning she got on my chest to say good morning, and sat there on my chest, and she got petted, and it was really fun. Also, Dabble wanted to just sort of hang out under the blankets. That was her fun spot, and everybody was just, it was great. They're really getting to like their people a lot, and I enjoy that. So it was fantastic. I will say, I know people want to know Putter here. When Putter came back from his neuter with everybody else on Tuesday, he's been a little angry towards his brothers and his sister, and even his mom. If anybody gets too close to him, he tends to give him a little hiss and a swat and tell him to back off. And it's not entirely clear what that means for him. We've had that happen from spays and neuters before, just for a couple days. I'm sure that's all that is going to happen here too. And we don't know if it's the smell or if it's because he's in a little bit of pain or what it is, but we are taking Belle and her kittens to the vet this afternoon at 2 o'clock, and I've called them, and I'm going to bring Putter along. So we're going to check on him and find out what's going on. And at the very least, we'll probably get him a little bit of extra pain medicine. Oh, well, good. Well, it looks like he wants to see his mom at least, but I bet if we put one of his brothers up there, he would be like, back off, buddy. I will say, as grumpy as he has been towards his siblings, he's still fine with people. Like, he would never tell me to back off, which is nice. So it's good to know that he makes that distinction about humans, and humans aren't to be messed with. I'd kind of like to see him interact with somebody this morning and see if he's still feeling that way. I haven't actually seen anything this morning, so I'm not sure. But like I said, I'm taking him in anyway to make sure. Yeah, anesthesia can cause that, but I mean, that was Tuesday afternoon, noon even, so by now he should be well over it. So I don't know, though. we'll talk to the doc and we'll figure it out this afternoon. Everybody's tired out. You're looking very sharp in your suit, Dabble, and she's getting along fine with it now. Like I said, at first she was high stepping, but even from the first moment we put it on, she still was playing and walking around. You could tell that she was like, I don't understand what's happening. Now she's just like, this is my life. This is how I am. It's all part of being a Dabble now. And here's our mom, Tink. Like I said, also very social lately. Yeah, Lauren, we've had that happen too. I think it's because they sort of lose the smell of your house, and so they smell like a different cat. And then if you just give them a couple days to pick up the smell of your house again, then everything is fine. Lauren's saying that she brought one cat to the vet and the other stayed home for a few days, and then when they came back together, they were mad at each other. And yeah, that's definitely an experience that we have had. So we're used to it. That part we're definitely used to. But all of the Putter and his brothers, look at how cute that is, and his sister were all at the vet together. So it's not like they came back together after a few days. That would, if they had, I'd be like, well, that totally explains it. But they didn't. They were together the whole time. It's a little strange. But again, nothing to be concerned about. Just something that I wanted you all to know that we're following up on in case you've noticed it on the stream. So that reminds me, Monkey here is getting adopted tomorrow. I know it's coming up so soon. It's too fast for all of us. But yeah, Monkey will be going home tomorrow, and I think we set the adoption time around 11 a.m. So that'll be tomorrow at 11, and we'll miss him, but we'll still have the other kids for a little bit longer. They're so cute. Dabble has curled up on my lap. She is such an affectionate lap kitty. I've said this before. She's always the first one to get on my lap when I come in the room. Look at that. My t-shirt says, education is important, but Loganberry is importanter, in case you were wondering. There we go. Now you can read it. Oh, maybe you can't. It's backwards, isn't it? Sorry about that. It's the camera. What are you going to do? Anyway, it says education is important, but Loganberry is importanter. And I don't know if it was backwards for everybody or just for me. You guys can hear the birds singing outside probably. It's wonderful. Well, these guys are all so calm. I feel like it's time for us to get up and walk around a little bit and see some of the other cats at the academy. I know you guys are especially anxious to see Belle's kids, and for some of you that are watching this later in the day, Belle's kids may not even be at the academy at the moment because, like I said, we're going to the vet with them this afternoon. They're going to get their first distemper vaccine this afternoon. This is Brooke, by the way. She's hanging out this morning. We'll get a close-up on her in just a second. Here's Smokey hanging out in the bed that was sent especially for her in one of the last mail bags. In fact, she's completely abandoned the old bed. Nobody's been using it lately. I don't know what to do about that. It's not even an old bed. I guess I'll have to give it to some group of the kittens. But she definitely hangs out in the new one all the time. Then we have Brooke. Hi, Brookie Brooke. It's good to see you just sitting here watching Maggie make sure that she doesn't cause any trouble. I know she's probably waiting to see if Maggie's going to get up so she can chase her around. Speaking of chasing Maggie, oh my gosh, I was in the kitchen just a little bit before I started this close-up stream, and I watched Maggie get on the cat wheel in the sunroom. Then she had a big stretch, and when she started moving, she realized it would move, and she started running on the cat wheel all by herself. It was crazy, but she only ran on it for, I don't know, 5 seconds because by the time I got my camera out, she ran off of it and just kept running right up the sofa and up the window like she does at the bird feeder. But it was like it's like when Sonic the Hedgehog does that spin start. You know, he's standing still, but he starts spinning up, and then You let go and he takes off all of a sudden. It was exactly that, but with Maggie in the wheel. She just started the wheel going and going and going, and then she stepped off and boom, off like a Sonic. It was crazy. I really wish that I'd had it on camera, but it wasn't to be. Anyway, now she's all tired out. So now Brookie's watching me carefully because Custard has decided to come get in my lap. Hey, buddy. Everybody wants some attention this morning. We're going to go up and see Belle in just a minute. We're headed that direction. I just wanted to stop and say hi to Brooke. Look how good her eye looks too. It's the one on it's this one that is the one that was injured. There we go. The one on our left, her right. And I think you can see there's still a little bit of a cloudy streak in there, but it's basically healed up, and that'll go away over time. It's hard to tell what's a reflection and what's not, but if you look carefully, you can see the part that's not. But she's using it fine. She's feeling good. Everything's good. That reminds me, I heard from Brooke's adopter, Big Ed, and Big Ed has had to postpone the adoption just by a week or two. So I was saying that he would come at the end of the month, but the schedule changed a little bit, and I think he's going to be by sometime in the first or second week of April, which is fine. He's the nicest guy, by the way. I'm so glad that he is going to be adopting Brooke. He even asked, he's like, oh, I know it's going to take me a little bit longer to get there. Do you need me to pay for her room and board? I'm like, no, but it was so nice of him to offer. It was ridiculous. So, really nice guy. And I know Brooke's going to have a great home, and she's so fun. So, I think it's going to work out really well for both of them. Here's Custard, still looking for more attention. Here's Maggie, starting to roll around and purr. I can hear you. Oh, that's not you. That's Acro. It's Acro who's making all that purring sound. He's right there. Hey, bud, I almost didn't see you because you blend in with this blanket pretty well. All right, well, let's head upstairs towards Belle, as we all want to see her. And her kittens, of course. So this is, you can picture what I'm talking about, where Maggie started running in this thing, and then she stepped off and just zoomed straight up here it was really like something straight out of the Sonic the Hedgehog game. Craziness. I really wish I had it on camera, but I just got to take your word for it. It was cool. You had to be there. Okay, let's step right into Belle's room. I've just been petting everybody. I want to be extra careful, so I'm going to get a little hand sanitizer. And it looks like it's feeding time right now anyway, but she's going to get up. Oh, we're going to ruin everything. Oh, I'm sorry, kids. I know, I'm such a disruptor. Let's get all their little faces after they just finished nursing. I know, Belle, please stop hitting my hand, though. Here, I'll pet you with this hand. I have the camera and the hand sanitizer in my other hand. Okay. What's the point of the hand sanitizer if I don't use it before I start petting you, Belle? Let's try this. Okay, now we got this together. Now we got it all together. Whew. Oh, you know what? I think this happened yesterday on the close-up too. I came in here and then a second later the air purifier ramped itself up because it's supposed to detect when it needs to do extra work. I figured it out. It's the hand sanitizer, isn't it? I'm sure it is. It makes a powerful smell. So here's our little Beep. Beep, you look offended that I interrupted your nursing time. You should be eating. You guys are 6 weeks old today, which is why they get to go for their first vaccines today. and they get, so when they're with us, they get two vaccines. They get the distemper vaccine and they get the rabies vaccine. And the distemper vaccine actually takes 3 injections over the course of it's like 6 weeks, because you do one, you wait 3 weeks, you do another, you wait 3 weeks, and then you do the third one. Um, so today's their first of the 3 distempers, and by the time they're done with that, at 12 weeks is when you can get your rabies vaccine. And it all comes out the same. Plus, then at 12 weeks is also when we can generally do their spays and neuters and send them home. So that's the schedule for these guys. Is they, at least in theory, should be here at the academy for a little more than 6 more weeks. 6 weeks, and then enough to get them with their surgeries and then to arrange the adoptions. So they're halfway there. A little less than halfway, I guess, if you want to be technical about it. Oh, I see people saying hi to my mom, but I missed what she said because I don't get to read all the chat. Mom, I'm going to call you today. Probably as soon as I'm done with this close-up, we'll chat. Just you and me. Yes, my mom gets personal chats from me. I know. Don't be jealous. She's my mom. She raised me, so it's the least I could do. These two are so cute. I was trying last night to get everybody to eat some, and only one of them would do it. I think it was Beep, but now I can't remember if it was Beep or Clax. And then the others wouldn't do it. I still have not gotten Foggy to eat for me at all. Not to say that Foggy's never eaten on her own, but she won't do it for me. Look at how floofy she is. With the sun coming in the window, you can really see her fuzz sticking out. Oh, now she's gone on to mom. Let's move in here. Let's annoy some kittens. Come here, Beeper. Let's annoy you up close. Come on, you get annoyed next. Oh, hi. Focus camera. There we go. Hi, Beeper. Hi. Hi. Oh, I'll tell you, last night I came in here to hang out with them, and they all came up on my lap by themselves without me picking them up. Now, I did sort of set the stage by having their mom in my lap first. So it's hard to say if they were coming up specifically for me or to see mom, but I'll take it, you know. Hi, little Beeper Bean. Boop, beep boop, boop, beep boop. As DJ says. Okay, let's put you here by mom. I know. Belle's like, don't put her on me. Sorry. Hey, Foggy, don't run away yet. You get to be next because you're right here. Hey, Foggy. You've got those eye boogers. Oh, DJ would be mad at me for not cleaning those off, but I've only got one hand. So you're not going to let me do it. That's what it is. That's what it is. I'll have to clean them off afterwards. And look at that face, though. It's just like, why am I being put through this? Look at that fuzz. Can you guys see that? Let's try to find need a dark background to contrast. I don't know. It's Ridiculous. Look at that floof there. So silly. Okay, there you go. Put you down. You're just too cute, Foggy. You're too cute. Oh, too much. Run away. Beeper again. Hi, Beep. You want to wrestle? Let's wrestle. Oh, yeah. Boop. You're watching the camera, but you're playing with my hand. Okay. And... oh, look at your sad face. Oh, wow. Belle telling Custard to back off there. Oh, I should have mentioned, I opened the door yesterday and let Belle come out for a minute. Look at that. She really does not like Custard looking at her kids. Now all the kids have gone to hide. That's good that they take their cues from Mom that way. Not so great that she wants to tell Custard to back off. Probably a good instinct, though. She's still looking at him. He's completely unintimidated. Custard, you are really causing some trouble there. Sorry, there's still plastic on these glass because I've been waiting to paint the door, and that's a project for later. But that makes it a little hard to see Custard. Sorry about that. She is now focused. Look at that mom cat focus. Oh, he walked away. Okay, she's like, all right. Okay, panic over, everybody. It's done. Panic's over. You can come out now. All clear. What are you doing in there? What are you doing in there? I love little Beep looking around the corner. Very stealthy. She's not going to move while we're watching. Oh, but if we look away, she moved up a step. Moved up some more. Look at that. Oh, that is a stealthy kitty. That's some advanced stealthing there, Beeper. What is this expression? Foggy, what are you doing? What is that? So silly. Clacks. Now Belle's talking to them. They're very responsive to their mom. And that's also, I should mention, they're 6 weeks old today. By now, we normally would have seen them be pretty much fully weaned and eating solid food and pooping in the litter box consistently. And all those things, these guys are doing, they're not doing any of those things consistently yet. They're not eating consistently. They're not pooping consistently. They're not peeing in the box consistently yet. And I blame Belle for all of that. She is such a good mom and such an attentive mom that they've managed to stay a little bit behind the curve. They don't have to learn everything if mom is fine with taking care of them longer than usual. So, not a big deal, though. It's not, well, they don't need to hurry. By the time they're ready to graduate, they'll be ready to graduate just like anybody else. Doesn't matter if they're a little bit slower to get there, but gosh, Belle's a good mom. Just really the best. Virtually teacupian, if I could coin a phrase. Exactly, Q Rabbit. They're spoiled, but they'll catch up. Yeah, no big deal. They certainly are getting high marks at running and jumping and climbing and playing. They're great at all of those things. A little bit more advanced than most kittens, I think, actually. Um, I think their climbing and jumping is definitely more advanced than most 6 week old kittens. In fact, I still don't think that we see the Tinkerers jump as much as these guys do. Bell. I mean, beep. That's beep I'm laughing at, not Bell. Anyway, hey, it's been 26 minutes according to the timer, so it's time for me to wrap it up. Say thank you again to all of you for joining me this morning. I really appreciate it. Uh, and thank you to my mom as well. Also, just a real quick reminder for people that came in late, Belle and her kittens are going to the vet this afternoon at 2 o'clock. And also, Putter will be going with them just to see why he's acting so angry since his neuter. Not that you can blame him necessarily, but it's not normal. So we're gonna check it out and see what's up. I am sure it's not anything big though. We've had that happen before, um, and he'll probably be fine in a couple days. Still, he's going with this afternoon just to have the vet take a look too. And tomorrow is Monkey's adoption. Tomorrow at, I believe, 11 a.m. Don't quote me on that, but it's definitely tomorrow. So everybody say goodbye to Monkey today. And you can do that on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. You can tune in and watch that all day long if it's your thing. Or you can just join me tomorrow morning for another close-up, which will surely happen before Monkey's adoption. So we'll get one last chance to see Monkey on tomorrow's close-up. And that's it. Thanks again, everybody.